Hello students, in continuation of our last video, we will do today the comprehension part of chapter 4th, that is the gentleman of the jungle. In this story, we read that how the man occupies the control over the animals by using his brain. In this chapter, we came across various phrasal verbs. So, today we will do some phrasal verbs and some prepositional phrases. For example, broke out means the storm broke out, means it appeared or happened suddenly. A fire broke out in the neighborhood. The plague epidemic broke out among the pilgrims. But if you change the preposition of the adverb, the meaning changes. Break away means it is to free oneself from control. Break down or broke down means to collapse or to stop functioning. To cry, he broke down. Machines break down. Break forth, that is to burst into a song. Break in means to tame or train a person or an animal. Break off means to stop suddenly, or separate means they broke off their relationship. Break open means with the force you try to open. Break open a door, a box or a lock with strength, with force. You break, and that is called break open. Next is break through. To break through a wall or some other obstruction, but break through can be used as one word. In that case, it is used as a noun, and it would be an important discovery, investigation or invention. The new medicine is a major breakthrough in the treatment of cancer. Break up means to separate, to disperse. The party broke up rather late in the evening. Now, coming to the question answer part, the first question is, why did the elephant ask for help? The elephant asked for help because it was raining heavily and he wanted shelter in the hut. What made the man invite him in? The man was an old friend of the elephant and he wanted to help the elephant by not getting wet into the torrential rain. Why was the man thrown out of the hut? The man was thrown out of the hut because the elephant needed more space and he wanted to put his head inside the hut along with his trunk. So it was necessary to throw the man out of the hut. Who was the owner of the hut? Actually, the owner of the hut was the man, because it was the man who had constructed the hut. What were the findings of the commission? The commission was appointed to find out who was the owner of the hut, the man or the elephant. But when the elephant said that, he put his head and trunk inside the hut in order to save the hut being blown by the hurricane. The commission came to the conclusion that it was the elephant who had helped the man on his request, and that is why elephant was the owner of the hut. Why was the man not allowed any representation in the commission? The man was not allowed any representation in the commission because he was not one of them, and that is why he knew nothing about the rule of the jungle or the law of the jungle. Is there any instance of bribery in the story? Yes, we see that there is an instance of bribery in the story when the animals who constituted the commission, as for example the rhinoceros, the buffalo, the leopard, the fox, etc., they were asked for a dinner at Mr. Elephant's request, and they all dined together with the elephant. Does the commission abide by its promise to protect them? The commission does not abide by its promise to protect the man because he is not given a chance to put his point, and they come to the conclusion without hearing his explanation. Why did the man build a large hut? The man built a large hut because whatever huts he built, one by one, they were all occupied by the animals until everyone had a hut of his own. But very soon their huts began to decay and damage, so he thought of building a very big hut in which all the animals could get a accommodation. It was under a plan in which the man decided to use his brain, and he thought of bringing together all the animals and burning down the hut, with the result that the animals would also be burnt along, and this was the only way through which he could get the peace of mind, because each and every hut which he constructed were being occupied one by one, and he was left without any hut, and it was very difficult for a single man to fight with these huge and wild animals all alone. Explain the meaning of the sentence. Peace is costly, but it is worth the expense. The sentence means that peace was brought by the man, but it had cost the lives of so many animals. But it was worth the expense because animals were not ready to listen to him or listen to the arguments. They were biased and they were not doing justice to the man. So he had to take this strong step in order to get his right over his heart. Means it was very difficult for a single man to fight with these ferocious animals, and the only way out was by using the brains and by dividing these animals and then getting a charge over them. So it is also symbolic, which suggests that just like the Britishers, they came and they tried to control the Indians. They thought that they were helpless and tried to overpower the Indians. But Afterwards, we see that how the Indians they united, used their brains, and they again got back their freedom or got freedom from the clutches.